offended by characterisation of Britain.
Absolutely. I mean, look at us sitting on this table.
Yeah, exactly.
One black, one mixed race,
yeah.
and one white. Equal. We can get married with whoever we like, and there's no issue. You can be top footballer. You can be a leading CEO of an investment bank. You can be in politics, our chancellors, our foreign secretary, and also someone who's involved in the immigration argument. This country is actually one of the fairest and most equal countries in the world compared to those when we're looking at BAME individuals trying to seek a job. And I find it incredibly offensive that they try to argue that we are a racist country and it infused through all our institutions. They should be hanging their heads in shame, and actually every one of them should be fired and replaced by people like me who is proud of our country, proud of our history, and proud of the way that we should be promoting our nation globally.
Yeah, I mean, I find it shocking. So some of the countries they've included here, which they say are blighted by ethnic conflict, civil disturbances and genocide, include Afghanistan, Australia, Bosnia, Colombia, Darfur, France, Germany, Libya, Spain, the UK, but China seems to be missing from the list.
Yeah. Absolutely, with our Uyghurs and the issues over there. They're obviously having a ball out there, aren't they? Having a nice little party, enjoying themselves with it. Maybe the British Council sees something in China that we just don't hear about.
No organ harvesting going on over there at all.
Nothing at all. Like it's just generally happy parties at Christmas.
And everyone's happy in China.
Yeah.
You know, China's clearly a free place. You can do whatever you want in China, famously.
Yeah, you can throw yourself off the top of a building in China quite freely now, as we're seeing with the rising of suicides that are happening out there. This is huge issues. And yet the British Council wish to denigrate this country. But it's not the first time. Only a couple of years ago, they actually turned around and said speaking English and the Queen's English is problematical. That we should be speaking something else. I mean, what? You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was when you're drunk in a bar and that's the sort of language that they want to kind of promote when you can half understand each other. But they are shocking. And I ask myself, why are the people employed in this actually doing it? What is happening to the Church of England that says that it can't have black Christians like Calvin Robinson, for example, on there? So this is wokeism becoming a new secular religion across all our institutions.
You could argue the thing that's permeating through all of our institutions, as this report accuses us of doing with racism, is actually wokedom.
Yes. And it's a really fearful thing. I was trying to look at it today. It's more dangerous, I think, to freedom of speech and freedom of liberty than Al-Qaeda, because it's more secretive in some ways. It's actually promoting an ideology and philosophy that says we're doing good things. And I agree. There have been issues. When I was growing up, I was called all sorts of names I'm not going to repeat on this studio. If you look at my website, I often say to people, I faded like Michael Jackson, but naturally, to be honest. And that's, when you were in the 1980s, you got real harsh racism.
Right,
and I'm not saying it's not around today, but the levels are so much smaller. And to turn around and say everybody in the country is kind of racist has to come down to something else. And that something else is this idea that they want to destroy Western civilization and our Christian backgrounds to replace it with something that is almost neo-Marxist. They failed on secularism, and they're using the woke ideology as a way of infiltrating with children and young people. And I think that's why it's more dangerous to freedom of speech.